What they hide from us about Planet X Nibiru is revealed by a climatologist, and this is what he claims, and I'm translating to you from a Greek article. What, after all, about the so-called mythical planet Nibiru, or Planet X, or Wormwood, or Nemesis? There's many names for it. How mythical is it, and why do some support its existence and others reject it? So, what shall we believe in? Should we believe that Nibiru-Planet X exists or not? Can the so-called ninth planet that NASA admits be identified with Nibiru? Dr. Ethan Trowbridge, a former climatologist at the U.S. Geological Survey, warns that humanity may soon disappear due to the approach of our planet from planet Nibiru. And it just now crossed my mind, and I made a video of this a couple of days back. We have a minor planet or huge comet approaching, entering our solar system, and it will be approaching Venus in about 10 years. Of course, they say that it may be coming from the Oort cloud, but they're not sure. Now, what effect will that have on Venus? And what effect will it have on our Earth? That's the big question. Now, and also, where did it come from? But now, concerning Planet X Nibiru, kindly support my Patreon account since YouTube has again demonetized my YouTube channel. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below. According to Trowbridge, Nibiru's electromagnetic and gravitational fields are literally tearing the Earth apart. In other words, they have a pull and some kind of an effect on our magnetosphere as well. As evidence, he says, the climatologist cites a frequent occurrence of deep cracks on different continents. For example, in May of this year, a huge crack was created in Kenya, after which Trowbridge said that Africa would soon be divided into 2 parts. Well, we know that it's a rift valley, and of course it will be sloughing off towards the southeast, just like Madagascar has come off as a piece from Africa many millions of years ago. And this is happening now to the eastern part of the African continent because of the rift zone, the rift valley that's there, the Great Rift Valley. But his colleagues are more optimistic, and most scientists believe that the African continent will not be cut into 2, at least not earlier than a few tens of millions of years from now. Now, Trowbridge does not hesitate to accuse other researchers of arrogance and ignorance. According to this climatologist, Trowbridge says that the scientific community is divided into 2 groups: those who know about Nibiru, Planet X, and those who do not even know about the approach of the planet. So, the scientists themselves are divided into 2 groups, he says. Experts familiar with the situation often remain silent because they are afraid of disappearing, while those who have not heard of Nibiru, it's reasonable not to associate earthquakes, possibly other extreme weather events that often occur on Earth under the negative influence of a celestial body approaching our planet. He also accuses NASA of covering this up. In fact, in a recent interview with the British Daily Star, among other things he said about the existence of Nibiru, he said, "This information is strictly confidential, and all documents and related information are fragmented and divided into different parts so that people working with pieces of this information cannot understand their purpose of working on this information." He says, "I think only 40 or 50 employees have a real idea of what's going on." Trowbridge believes recent volcanic eruptions and earthquakes in Hawaii confirmed this theory of the inbound planet of Nibiru towards us. According to the climatologist, humanity sees only the tip of the iceberg, and at any moment, he says, Yellowstone could begin to erupt, just as the volcanoes did in Kilauea and Hawaii. So this is what he says. He says that obviously he's trying to tell us that a lot of the scientific community is divided into two: those who believe that something is inbound, some who believe that there's no such thing. So anyway, please tell me what you think. We know that the Earth's magnetic field is decreasing, and that usually happens before a pole flip or switch. But we don't know what's happening because we have not been around to witness that. The last time that happened, they say, was 780,000 years ago. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support.